I don't know if I'm gonna upload my reaction, honestly, dude. I might just back out of that real quick and just make a video saying how I'm right.
How you're right?
'Cause I was right about the villains. I knew that it wasn't gonna be that fucking shit. I was like, oh, it's gonna be Prison Break, and I was like, oh, it's Mr. Negative's not gonna be fucking the main villain, and then I was like, hey, it's gonna be Green Goblin.
You
It's
did
gonna
say
be
that.
Norman Osborn.
It is
Norman Osborn's going.
1,000% Green Goblin.
Norman Osborn's going to be the guy behind the scenes, pulling the strings, paying all these villains to do these things.
Right. Well, a lot of people are saying they don't think it's Green Goblin, though.
Dude,
I thought it was pretty clear off of that trailer.
They're doing the most generic, like have you seen the way the villains act? They're very generic. Like I'm sorry, they're very cheesy. They're like the very cheesy 60s cartoons, in the comics.
Yeah, but I mean, Spider-Man's a very cheesy character in some ways.
Yeah, but they were acting like their old counterparts, not their new ones. And so, like, I was looking at that, I'm like, wouldn't Norman Osborn be the same way?
I mean, I'm sure he'll be quippy and, like, make fun of Spidey.
I think he's just going to be Goblin in general. I think he's going to be a murderer.
You think he's going to be a murderer?
Yes, I think he's going to kill Mary Jane.
Ooh.
I've been right so far.
I mean, this game is T, dog. Let's tone it down.
Okay. Amazing Spider-Man 2 was rated. It was PG-13, and they showed Gwen Stacy snapping her head against the floor at like 100 miles per hour. All right.
Yeah, but that's PG-13 versus T. It's
PG-13.
different.
She hit her head against the ground at 100 miles per hour.
Different. This ain't Arkham Knight. This ain't Arkham Knight. We're not gonna see Barbara Gordon's head get shot in.
Gwen Stacy's brain went splat, dude.
Yeah, you think so?
No shit. Okay, what are we gonna talk about?
We're gonna talk about who we think was at the end of the video or at the end of the review.
What the fuck? There was an end of it. I literally watched the entire.
At the end of the trailer. At the end of the trailer, when so the people are surrounding him, all 5 of the villains. So I think this is their version of the Sinister Six.
Yeah, definitely.
So their Sinister Six is Mr. Negative, Rhino, Vulture, Scorpion, Electro. Yeah. Okay, so that's their Sinister Six or Sinister Five plus the one, and I think it's Green Goblin.
Where did you see this at the end of the clip? Like, what happened?
Okay,
hold up. Watch it. Hold up. Yeah. Okay, Spider-Man. Oh, it's you. That part. Part. That's what you mean. Okay. No, I think it's one of his allies.
No way. Because look at the faces of the villains. They're complicit. They're not like, oh shit, who's that? They're still looking at Spidey. Look carefully. They're not like scared. They're not like, oh shit, who's this person trying to save Spidey? He's like, it's you? So he's...
What are you talking about? No, what are you talking about? The only person's face that you see is Electro's, and his face goes from smiling to literally, what the fuck is that?
No way.
Look at it. Go look back at it. Look, I'm looking at it
right now.
It's going from smiling to what the fuck is that? He literally looked at it. Everybody's
his
like,
eyes squint in like anger, and he's looking at the villain.
He's not smiling though. If it was his villain, buddy that's been paying him, and it's the Sinister Six, he would be smiling.
He's not smiling, but he's just
he's smiling
it's their leader.
When he's looking down at Spider-Man, he's smiling. He's literally
he's looking down at Spider-Man because he's fucked, and the 6th member of the Sinister Six showed up.
Why would he stop?
Do you hear the music when the reveal comes? It's evil music. It's clearly his villain. And then look, you see the headlights come up on Green Goblin's what do you hoverboard thingies before hoverboards were cool, and that's clearly who it is. That's the leader. And they just didn't want to show Green Goblin yet. That's all.
Wait, you? Okay. I was like, wait, who? Wait, you? And then they cut it off on my reaction. It's probably Green Goblin.
Yeah, it is. So what do you think about that?
Well, it doesn't matter because I'm right. obviously, I mean, I don't know because it just I'm happy about the Sinister Six thing. I think that's cool. All the villains look definitely cool, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
interested to see how they're going to do this old man Green Goblin, unless it's Harry Osborn, which I doubt they're doing.
No, Harry Osborn's in Europe.
Yeah, exactly. So if they're doing the old man, fat mayor, Green Goblin, it's going to be weird. And he's going to be on a glider. He's not the ultimate version, so he's going to be on a glider. He's going to have the Green Goblin costume.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they're going to be doing. Maybe they're going to do like the Green Goblin costume and Spider-Man fought him before in the past, or I don't know. He's going to show his face, like Norman Osborn's going to show his face, like in the Amazing Spider-Man Part 2.
Right. So we know Norman didn't just break out of prison because he's been mayor of New York City.
Yeah.
So he seems very surprised to see him, though. Like, maybe he kind of ended Green Goblin a while ago, or like, I don't know, like he defeated him and made him give up. I don't know. Like, I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I don't really know, but he is very, very shocked to see Green Goblin. I think that he just didn't expect him to be the leader of this group. And you can see Rhino, like all of his high tech gear. He doesn't normally have that, so that could be something where like Green Goblin is funding all of them, because he's Norman Osborn and he's a billionaire.
Yeah. If that is a real mission, and that's where they introduce the fact that this is like the plot. It seems really rushed. I don't know if this is like a real mission. If I'm going to be completely like that little it's you, that seems a little like trailerish. Like it's
Sure. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I do think it'll be in the game, though. I mean, there was gameplay and everything. Like, it'll definitely be in the game.
I think there's going to be something like that. I mean, even with the first gameplay, I mean, that one seemed a little like it might not even happen either, because there was some stuff that in that gameplay that was just a little weird, and it was kind of unnecessary. And it seems like this one was like that too, but I don't know. Maybe they'll do like a different type of version of it in the game, like Batman Arkham Knight did, with of course I think it was saving Poison Ivy in the first E3 gameplay that they did.
That was different than the final game?
I think it was the way it was like set up, or the way. No. Yeah, I think it was actually really similar. Holy shit. No, yeah, it was similar. It was actually almost identical.
Oh, okay. But I mean, games do that all the time. Like even they just have segments of the game that they show in trailers that really like aren't as emphasized in the game, or they're not even in the game at all. In this case, because the game comes out so soon, I'm gonna guess this is a scene from the game, which begs the question: like, what is the overall plot? Like, yes, I understand there's a prison break, but like, why? Like, what are they doing? What is their plan?
This is all happening in the beginning of the game. Does it happen at the end of the game? I mean, like. Does this all get revealed in the middle of the game, and we have to like figure out how to fight the Sinister Six?
I mean, I could see that. I could see like it takes until like the first half of the game is the Sinister Six joining together, and you're like tracking down each of the villains, and then I could see that. I could also see that this happens within the first like 30 minutes of the game.
Right.
Like I could see that too. Yuri's there in person. I don't know.
You know what really makes it interesting is that in the trailers it shows that Mr. Negative is attacking Norman Osborn, so they could be plotting something and saying and like trying to set something up to make it look like Norman Osborn isn't Green Goblin.
Wait, Mr. Negative is attacking Norman Osborn?
Yeah, it's in the story trailer with the Mary Jane and the banking stuff where they show that kind of dual play. And Mr. Negative during the press conference, and where Peter has the Spidey sense and the bombs go off.
Yeah,
that's when Mr. Negative attacks Norman Osborn at the re-election campaign speech.
So it could be something where at this point early in the game, he actually is the leader of this group, but he fucks them over somehow, and then that he turns against him, perhaps.
Or it's just a ploy to get, of course, I don't know, try to get someone to do something. I don't know. It seems like if they're working together in the middle of the game, and this happens in the beginning of the game, it kind of just doesn't seem like. But I don't know. It could have been something for the trailer. It could have been something completely different. I don't know. You have to go look at it. It's really weird because it's just in the middle of the press conference. You're playing as Peter Parker, and then it's a cutscene or something, and then explosions happen at the speech conference near Norman Osborn. So
Oh
something's
shit!
happening.
I didn't see that. I just saw the gameplay. The
Yeah,
Spidey
oh no,
gameplay.
I'm not. Yeah, no, not this one. I'm talking about the last trailer. It didn't happen in this E3.
Oh, it didn't?
Well, it happened like last E3. How didn't you see this?
There's no way I didn't see this.
Okay, I'll show you. Hold up. You can like edit this part out. But it's literally he's standing in a conference of a speech that Norman Osborn's holding, and he just blows everything up.
Really?
Yuri's there, and then I guess Peter turns into Spider-Man in between the explosions and shit, and during the commotion. And because during the explosion, I mean, Spider-Man's there too, so he had to turn into Spider-Man somehow.
Interesting.
So look up the 2-minute and 51-second trailer.
I don't see it.
Look up Marvel. Look at Spider-Man trailer. That's all you need to look up. It's like literally the only trailer. It's not the first one. It's not the E3 gameplay. It's the 2-minute and 10 trailer. It says the PGW.
Oh, I see it.
And there you go. Pretty sure that's it. Yeah. And then
I never saw this.
Crazy.
Oh wait, yes I did.
Yeah, look, it's right here. Or actually it's 56. 56 seconds in, and then you see it.
Okay, that's right. I remember now.
So, like, why is he doing that to supposedly his leader?
This is a good question.
If this is in the beginning of the game, then, maybe it is just a plot to make it seem like they're not working together. And that the reveal is bigger than just, all of them just come together at one specific time. There has to be some sort of build-up before this.
Yeah.
Like, there has to be, like, something before this, before, you fight. And are they really going to give us just 5 bad guys and then just stop it at a cutscene? Are they really not going to let us, like, do something unique, like a 5-man boss battle? Is Insomniac really that lazy? I don't know. We have to... Shocker's in the game, too, so we have to wait and see what his role is.
Right.
Because if they're trying to connect all the villains, and maybe Shocker's all part of this, too. And Mr. Negative's men they were in a bank, and then of course Shocker was in a bank too in the trailers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's possible.